Hey, what's going on, fowl players? So it's October 21st, 2023. This is our little mini season. I could have hunted this morning. I decided to sleep in. Hunted the last 2 days. I got some video coming for that if you haven't seen it already. Hits and misses. I'm going to call it that, maybe. Hits and misses. But anyway, it is now time to start flooding the big hole where I've got all my rice. So step one is I got to go get my pump. I've already pulled it out of the creek. So I'm going to walk across and drag it through in the sled. And then we're going to hook it behind the four-wheeler and head on over. Leaky boots and muddy water. That ought to be a countryside. All right, we got the pump back over here at the big hole where we got our rice. Ditch back here is good and deep, so that'll be my source. I've got 50 feet of outflow hose. I probably don't need it. We'll see where it runs to, but the trick is I gotta drag it over here, get it close to the water, get it positioned such that I can get my inflow hose, which I left over there and I'll have to go get. It will loop around and go behind it, and then the outflow hose needs to be pointing generally in the direction I want it to go. So I'm going to drag this guy over there. I'll hook up the outflow hose, reattach my can because it fell off when I was lifting the pump, and then I'll go get the inflow hose so I can hook this sucker up. So here we go. Try to get it more or less level. Not super critical, but I don't want it like this. There we go, she got this budging in. Actually, the ledge is in there pretty good. That's it. All right. Y'all go have another beer while I go get the, it's a little early for beer. Have another coffee while I go get the pipe. All right, well, we got the pipe, inflow pipe. So we're gonna toss the inlet in over in the ditch. Where it's about 2 feet of water, plenty. And then we'll screw that on and start hooking it up. Some of you said you like seeing the whole process, so that's what you get today. Maybe a little edit here and there. Much easier with grease. Make sure you put grease on these pump fittings. It does make life happen. Outflow hose. I do try to get this hose as straight as I can. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I don't want any big kinks. You're certainly not going to make a 90-degree turn with it. You know, fewer kinks. Oh, as I step off the camera, fewer kinks, just get you more flow. I will say when I bought this pump, I rented one, and the impeller one wore out. And it actually had to have a kink in it. Excuse me. It had to have a kink in it to maintain some back pressure or it would lose prime. So, not this one. All right, let's pull her out. Like I said, I don't need all 50 feet, but I'm going to use it. This thing tends to have a mind of its own, so I'll let it see where it wants to go. Let's go put gas in the pump, prime her up. Well, I left my regular gas can at home, so I had the privilege of buying another gas can today. And I don't like these for this. Thank you, state of California, for crappy nozzles on our gas cans. I guess they contributed something to society. Anyway, I'll pour it down in here. Hopefully I won't make too much of a mess and lose everything. All right. Oh, okay, gas on hand. Alrighty. Nice thing about having that little cool, clear fuel filter down here is I can see the fuel pouring. Alright, prime it. I thought some color was going bad, but I started it up the other day. I didn't prime it, just had water in it. Gave it one crank, took the choke off, and we're making water, so pretty strong, so everything's fine. Good enough. Ignition is on, I know fuel is on. Let's choke it. Bottom, choke, crank. Sound like that the other day though. I lost the cap to the pump. Ruh-roh. Oh boy. This could end this program real fast. That's good. Oh, there it is. Woo! Finding a little piece of black plastic. The leaf litter on the ground. You want to see it? Is it good? Is it good? Go. Okay. Back in business. Pretty straight. You see it'll take a bend. No real kinks. Drop it down here. I bet the beavers ain't gonna like that. Plug that up, sucker. So, there we are. So that'll run 8-9 hours, something like that. I'll be back out here tomorrow morning, see how it's done. I think the beavers have plugged up my pipe over here in the little dam there, which is fine. Saved me the trouble of shoveling dirt. And this is it, so flooding the rice. It'll probably take, I bet it'll take me coming out here every day for the next 5 days, at least, to get this sucker full. So, because just like, you know, the other spot, it's got to go fill up back there as well. There's almost as much water back there as there is here, maybe half as much. So that's it. All right, I've got the pump running. I think that's all I have planned for today. Let's go take a look at the rice. Alrighty, so today is October 21st, and that means I put this rice in the ground 125 days ago. So one of the questions that I've been asked by several of you guys is, when to flood, how much time do you need? Things all centered around days until maturity. So I'm not going to pretend to be an agricultural expert, but what I believe it means is if a crop matures in 90 days, that means it stops growing and it stops producing seed at around 90 days, right? Give or take. Conditions are going to dictate if it's, you know, plus or minus on that a little bit. Then what happens is at least for something like rice or corn or even soybeans, millet, you know, would be all the stuff we might be interested in. It then kind of goes into a drying phase, right? And I think you probably want it to dry out. So don't think opening day, you know, back up 90 days. I'm going to plant my rice 90 days before opening day. I'm about 4 months here. And honestly, a little bit sooner, 1st of June, wouldn't hurt my feelings at all. Give it time to dry, right? It's starting to, I reached out some of these and I could just kind of run my hand across some of these seed heads and it starts to come off in my hand, which is what do you want? I mean, when ducks come through, fly in, when a deer runs through here, whatever, start knocking some of that seed off naturally and make it easier for the ducks. They're probably going to be able to just reach up and grab it off of here. I don't know if that's good or bad. I've seen wood ducks wear out Japanese millet when it was right at water's edge, right at face level for them, and they came in and they cleaned it out. So, you know, I'd rather them work for a little bit. They'll stay here longer. We'll see. It is what it is. I'm going to flood it. Yes, beavers have been mashing that down over there. Anywho, getting ready to flood it all. Beavers come in here and wallow around. That actually will help me. So, you can hear the pump. You saw that jazz. That's it. I'm out here flooding the rice in the bean hole, getting ready for the season, which will be first week in November, so about 2 weeks away. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching again, as always. I appreciate your time, and help me out, give me that subscribe and like down there if you get a chance to. I would greatly appreciate it. As always, I'm Bruce. Thank you for watching Fowl Play Outdoors.